Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Amethyst MARC GASOL, and I'm very intrigued to try this MARC GASOL out. Unfortunately, 2K did kind of ruin him to a certain extent at least, because he's only 40 speed. I thought we'd get a MARC GASOL who was like 60 speed, and he'd be a really solid pick and pop center who's also a very good interior defender, and like a really versatile stretch big who wouldn't be super athletic, but would be able to at least compete in that area. I think 40 is a little too slow to truly compete at an elite level. But with that being said, I still think he has potential to be a very solid card. I mean, Kevin Love is decent, and this MARC GASOL should definitely be a better option than K-Love, considering he's a true 7-footer, elite defensively, and a good pick and pop big. So, yeah. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 14,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. We're like 360 subscribers, I think, away from that mark. Trying to hit that by the end of the month. I think we can hit it by the end of October. Seems very realistic to me, so would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. MARC GASOL, 6'11", 86 offense, 91 defense with a 71 driving layup, an 88 mid-range, 81 3-ball, 80 standing dunk, 60 driving dunk. Passing is okay, 84 block, 91 interior, 74 perimeter, 82 offensive and defensive rebounding, and a 74 lateral quickness. 40 speed and excel is really slow, but the defensive stats are amazing. We'll have to see how he feels defensively with that speed. 2 offs are anchor and post lockdown, 2 elite badges, and then 18 golds are back down punisher, drop stepper, master, post spin, catch and shoot, corner specialist, midi magician, break starter, post playmaker, chase down artist, pogo stick, workhorse, box out beast, rebound chaser, brick wall, post fade phenom, relay passer, and a movable enforcer. 3 silvers are dream shake, rise up, and interceptor, and bronzes are needle threader, scooper, and bulldozer. I actually think this MARC GASOL would be a monster if he was like 60, 65 speed. Even with 40 speed, I think he's actually going to be a pretty good card. Now, I will say I think his release is going to suck. We'll see. My guess is his release is probably pretty ugly, and yes, it is ugly, as anticipated. But it's also decently quick and smooth enough that once you get the timing down on it, you should green for the most part, at least when you're open with him, and that's what you need to do. Now, is the release pretty? No, but it wasn't pretty last year either, and Pink Diamond MARC GASOL for his time was a monster. This GASOL, I think, is kind of similar. I think he'll be able to compete against the top bigs in the game in a lot of ways. I just worry about that 40 speed, because while he's going to be great defensively and the release is acceptable and he is a true 7-footer, which helps him defensively, he should rebound the ball pretty well. He's going to do everything pretty well, except for potentially guard the pick and roll and guard in transition because of his speed, which is something that would be a little bit problematic if it is a huge issue for this MARC GASOL card. So I don't know. We'll have to see how he feels defensively. Hopefully we match up against somebody who is running one of the top centers in my team so that we get a pretty good test with him against an Anthony Davis or a Chris Bosh or Sack, or at least somebody like that. And yeah, without further ado, let's hop into a game, see what MARC GASOL can do. All right, we're going up against this dude, Buddy Love. I feel like I either played him in a gameplay a few days ago or I played him off, like in a game that I played off video a couple days ago. But he's got KD, he's got Chris Bosh, which means he's probably a sweat. And the fact that I remember his name also means he's probably a sweat. So I will say that. Going to the screen, I was going to try to hit our pop with Bosh. I'm not even going to waste my time trying to shot create for myself with Chris Bosh. I'm going to use him as a passer when he has the ball in his hands, and that is about it. Look to pass off a back door, a dribble handoff, something like that. That's about it. Not really going to waste my time too much trying to handle the ball with him when he's got 40 speed. That's a really tough take for KD, and we do get ourselves a stop to start off that first defensive possession, and that's a good start as well. We're going to burst back to the right. Here we chill. Come set me a good pick and pop, please. I think I might have just accidentally called for a roll. Let's hop in this post here, and he just drops the ball immediately. Definitely do not want to try to play make with him much, I wouldn't say. Attacking the rim, though. There's our pop, catch, and shoot, and that's the shot right there, and I missed it. No freaking way. Don't miss it again. Thank you. I was going to say, beautiful shot. And MARC GASOL starts us off pretty well with 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. No, nice solid start. The 74 lateral quickness does redeem him, I think, a lot defensively to make him feel much faster, at least when he is moving side to side. Now, in transition, when he's running straight up the court, it's going to matter a lot more, I would say. But good defense there. He shoots a really questionable shot with KD, and we're going to get our KD and the ball in his hands and go to work. Yes, sir. KD attacks the rim. We hit our pop. He doesn't help off the pop at all. And again, we're just going to come over here and get a... what in the world why is D-Wade out of bounds? I'm so confused. Fade for me, KD. That's a nice fade, nice shot, and great screen for MARC GASOL as we are hooping right now with Kevin Durant, knocking down that fade, and MARC GASOL with a really nice screen assist. And there you go. First time we see the speed be a negative, even though we did actually get the stop because KD made a great defensive play. You see the speed be an issue there because MARC GASOL not able to get back in transition to guard Chris Bosh. We're going to get in this post. We're going to switch it up, and then we're going to go ahead and post hook to the left and see if we can get ourselves... Ooh, MARC GASOL Green's a 95 post hook. I'm trying to change up my game a little bit in some of these gameplays. I want to get a little bit better at doing some other stuff besides just the meta stuff, because not all these cards are good at the meta stuff. And that honestly means they're not as good cards, but y'all don't want to hear that, some of y'all. But to be fair, I got to change up my game sometimes, expand my bag, and it's nice to have different moves that I can go to as well. So we're going to try some post hooks, post fades, things like that a little bit more. At least I'm going to try to in these gameplays. But bursting back with D Wade. D Wade gets downhill. Again, I don't really have a lot of spacing. I'm just going to, I kind of have KD open, and KD's going to pump fake. Now I need a good screen here, and we're going to reject the screen, shoot the pull up 3, and that's a early. Didn't feel early to me. I don't know. Interesting. Whatever. Step up on his KD. We just got to make him work. We're up 10-2 at this point. We're in a really solid spot in this game. Feeling very, very comfortable with our performance so far. He's probably going to go post fade here, I think. Yep, I'm clicked on, though. We're contesting it. That's a very tough shot, and we don't get the board, but that's okay. Like I said, in the half court, I actually don't think you're going to have that big of a problem with Marc Gasol because he does actually move pretty well laterally. I think it's in the full court where you're going to have some issues with him athletically with his speed and stuff. Like we kind of saw with that Bosch play earlier. He does get a nice drop step there. Puts it in with AD to put the game to 10-4. Let's see if we can get past. Well, really, I'm gonna have to get past Curry. If he keeps on balling this, I gotta take my dunk. I gotta take my dunk. The way he's playing defense, he's on balling the screen, so I have to get past Curry and get downhill with Wade, and I have to attack that because he's just not helping off the pop at all, and it's not gonna be open. So that wasn't a horrible shot, but he smoked the release pretty badly. And let's go right back into our pick and roll. Back here, yes sir. We're back to the left, and we hit the pop, and we catch, shoot, and that's a little. He got a fast catch, sped up the jumper a little bit. I don't love that. With his jumper the way it is, it's a bit hitchy. It's kind of ugly. I know it is decently quick. So when you get a good catch, it'll be easy to get off. But it is a bit hitchy, and that means if you get a bad catch or anything like that, you are very likely going to struggle at times to score with him or to green his 3. So that is something that I don't like about those hitchy releases. As we are just absolutely caging his KD right now. That's a good post fade, and he just can't hit a shot. Oh my goodness, he can't buy a shot. Even the good looks he's had, he just can't buy a bucket right now. Goods, that's a good shot too, and he just can't hit it. I'd be so frustrated if I was my opponent right now because he is shooting a lot of good shots, but just not working too well. KD attacks the rim, hits our pop again from the mid-range. We'll take that with Marky Mark, and he misses it late. I'm telling y'all, bro, this release, even though it's fast, I mean, it's actually faster than, it's really fast. I don't think people realize how quick it is, but gonna have to definitely adjust to it if you're gonna use this Marc Gasol, and I think the more you use him, the more you'll be able to adjust to that release. Good D, Hoff anchor, man. That is what he definitely is, and that is a rim protector. Love to see it. KD going coast to coast, hop stepping back out to Gasol. Gasol one more. D Wade 4-3. That should seal up the game. It was already sealed. Marc Gasol, not a bad performance. I know the stats aren't crazy. 5-2-2. Missed a couple of shots. I did miss one open one that I probably should have hit, but I feel like he's played very, very solidly. We'll see if we can get him one more 3-ball here or something like that because he does have sharp take, which is really nice, and I love sharp take. So the fact he's got that is a huge W. But damn, that release is just so hitchy. I don't know. He doesn't feel horribly slow. I don't think the speed is actually that bad of a thing. His release isn't incredible, but he's a pretty good card. I don't know. I'm at least intrigued by Marc Gasol. He's not bad at all. The defensive attribute is valuable. 3 of 3. Sorry, he was 2 of 6, 1 of 4 from 3, which isn't super efficient, but he actually filled up decently. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and I thought he played really, really well within his role. So I don't know. I think he's a pretty solid card. Let's hop back to the main menu and let's review Marc Gasol. In conclusion, Marc Gasol is actually a very, very solid big man in my team. I feel like he could play his role at a high level if you lock in for Kawhi, which is, in my opinion, the set that I would say is the only one that's maybe debatably worth locking in from this perfect build set. The other players, while good, are not worth locking in my opinion. And also, I would not lock in for KD. Now, if you want to lock in for KD, if you got the money, then go for it. Have fun. For me personally, I'm not going to be locking him in. But I am kind of considering locking in Kawhi. Now, Marc Gasol wouldn't play for me. He's not on the level of Chris Bosh or Anthony Davis or Shaquille O'Neal. But outside of those top 3 or 4 centers, he's pretty close. I mean, he's a really solid card. 40 speed hurts in transition especially, but I feel like laterally, defensively, he's fine. He's not going to be a huge liability there. You'll notice it at times, but it's not going to be as big of an issue as it is for some of the other slower bigs, and he's a really good defender with his stats and can hit an open 3 as well offensively, has good size, rebounds pretty well. He's a nice card. Going to be a very, very solid center option. So if you lock in for Kawhi or if you're looking for a center, Marc Gasol might be a good option. That's going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.